Hello my fellow freedom builders and welcome back to the channel. This last week I took an exit on the swing trade on the trade desk swing trade that I was in, and I promised you another video here from the beginning of the week showing 2 or 3 new candidates that you can have a look at. First of all, let's have a look at the market here, and I should say just for the sake of it that this is of course not me recommending the stocks I'm showing today. I'm trying to teach you how I swing trade. So the candidates I'm showing here, you should definitely have a look at with your own principles, your own methods and strategies, so they might not qualify at all when it comes to your own strategy. So that was just to get that out of the way. First of all, S&P 500 here, I have been saying since the beginning of the year that I thought we had seen the bottom in the market, and we are on a weekly chart showing just higher highs and higher lows here, and this clearly indicates that we are in an uptrend. Now we haven't taken out the last tops here, but we are moving up towards that, and the question is, we'll have a look at that today, if it might be a wrong time to take a swing trade now, because normally I'm taking my swing trades when the market helps me, meaning when these arrows are pointing up. I'll show you that in our software just in a second. But right now it indicates that we might gonna have a week where, or 2 weeks maybe, where there'll be some selling pressure on the market. That is because we have been moving up a lot. It is because there are no really big news this week, so there's nothing to indicate or trigger a new wave of buying. And then there is the little issue with the debt ceiling that has been raised, meaning that the government in the United States can now sell $1 trillion worth of bonds out in the market. And if they succeed with that, and they're doing that or beginning doing that in the next couple of weeks, that means that it will suck a lot of liquidity out of the market that can be used on stocks. So let's have a look at it. We are in an uptrend, so I'm not too nervous about taking a swing trade, but you might want to consider having them on half a position size or something like that when we are in a movement up where we suspect a little drawdown. We know that somewhere between 60 and 80% of a stock's movement is caused by the underlying market. So if the S&P 500 is moving downwards, there might be a tendency for even a good swing trading candidate to move in the same direction. If we're looking at it here in MyStockScanner, the platform we are working on, and that is going to be publicly available soon, we can see that we have been in a dark green. We have the long trend, the weekly trend, and the daily trend. And that has been a very good weekly trend upwards here the last week. However, we are going into a light green area, which means we are at a point where we are still moving upwards, but it is as if the market is overstretched a bit, it's overbought a bit. And this is just a statistical indicator, so we can easily move up several weeks yet. We are not predicting anything here. We are just saying that compared to all the swings in the market so far, far back, we might be at an area where sellers are considering to put a bit more stocks out in the open market. All right, let's have a quick look at the stocks we're looking at. The first one is, if I could spell it right, AMG, Affiliate Managers Group. I'll not talk too much about the specific stocks today because this is just about my swing trading. We can, however, have a quick look at the value chart. It shows that there should be some area for some movement upwards here. There's quite a large area here indicating some margin of safety, but we're not planning on holding it for months or years. We are simply looking at that it has been in a downtrend here, both on the long term and on the weekly. Then we kept in a downtrend here, but we came into an area where the indication was that buyers might be stepping in soon, and they did. And we are in a green area, dark green area on the daily. We are in a dark green on the weekly and on the long-term trend, which indicates that AMG here, Affiliate Managers Group, could be an interesting swing trading candidate. Let's have a look at it here. We can see here that we have been in a quite steep downturn here this year. We can also see that there is, and I'm not drawing specific lines, but I like using areas. There is a liquidity zone here. There's been a lot of turning points and selling and buying in this area. And right now it seems as if we have found some support here, and you can see the daily candle here on Friday was very good and green. We can see there's a long while to next earnings. I don't like swing trading straight up into earnings, and if I have a swing trade on, I normally take it off just before earnings because I don't like the high volatility. But this is just to show that this is a potential candidate, and as you can see, if you catch the swings in this, it is fairly strong to the upside. Now we can also see that we are having higher bottoms here. We are having higher tops. We got this big kick down, but it seems like we are moving upwards. Someone looking at technical analysis might say that this could look like a, let's see if I can get it drawn here. This might look like a bear flag, and yes, it might. If it turns down here on a weekly time frame, we might the stock might go down to around 110 again. But then again, we are only looking for a swing of somewhere between 3 and 10% over maybe 1 to 3 weeks. So that is what we are looking for here. AMG as a candidate, and you can have a look at it yourself. The other one here, or number 2, is Arthur J. Gallagher. Let's just have a quick look at that one. Coming up here, and you can see it has been in a downtrend. Then we are moving into light red, meaning that it might be around time buyers are stepping in. We're in a long-term good green uptrend, and the daily has also turned into green. Having a look at it here, let's just have a quick look. You can see that the uptrend here, you might say that it's a lot more solid than in the affiliate, the managers group AMG before. We have seen a bounce on this area here, quite a strong bounce. We did get the dividends the other day, so there should be some room for some movement upwards. And if we are going up and testing the next top here, there is at least 5-6% up there, and that can come in a few days. If I go in and buy this, maybe with a smaller position due to the overall market, I will be looking for this area up here to take a quick profit. Now what I normally do is that I use my R tool here, my risk tool on the trading view. So I might put my stop loss somewhere down here, and if I go for this one, that is 1.3 times my risk. So if I'm risking, let's say 0.5% or 1% of my initial capital, if I'm risking 1%, then I will be making 1.32% of my overall portfolio if I reach the target up here. But that is just to show you quickly how I do the risk part. I will make a video about that later again. The last one today is XRAY. That is the Dansply. Let's have a quick look. It's coming up here, and as you can see, also been in a downturn. Go into light red, meaning buyers might be coming in soon, but we want to see some confirmation. We see a tip into the green long-term trend here. We do see a tip into the weekly trend here, and we have an uptrend on the daily as well. If we look at it over here in our trading view setup here, we can see, and again, this is some wild swings, but having a look at it here, there is a definite trend down here. I don't draw these trend lines specifically on tops and bottoms. I just do like to see that no matter where I might consider drawing this, we have actually broken to the upside. So we are in an uptrend, and you could easily draw some sort of line here. Maybe this one saying, oh, we have broken this to the downside. But these angled trend lines I'm not using too much other just to get the idea of where are we in this trend cycle. And right now we have been moving down. We have consolidation down here and moving upwards, and I consider this some sort of a swing now. So we have been moving up Thursday with a very nice turning candle here and a strong bullish candle Monday, and I suspect that we can move up towards this area here if we get a good move up, and that is 7, 8, 9% upwards. Now remember all of this, that normally I would be a bit cautious taking a trade in this market, when the S&P 500 and Nasdaq is signaling very, very overbought area, it seems like buyers have been running towards this market, and it might cool down a bit this week. So I will be tracking these trades, but it's not as if last week when I took the trade desk, the market was a lot more favorable towards the swing trade. This week it is getting a bit more a week maybe, but let's see what happens, and I will make a video at the end of the week where we have a look at what happened to these and if they continued up or turned around and against us, resulting in a loss. That's all for now. I hope this was a bit of inspiration and education for you on the swing trading part. I'll make a lot more of these videos in the upcoming weeks and months, so you can see how I use the new platform and TradingView together to find the best swing trading candidates. That's all for now. Take care of yourself and your money out there, and I'll talk to you again shortly. Bye.